Mom quits her job to stay home with the kids. What to prepare for a smooth journey? Hello, dear friends. Have you ever thought about putting your career on hold to wholeheartedly care for your little family? Choosing to become a full-time stay-at-home mom is a beautiful and admirable decision, but it's also a major life shift that requires thoughtful preparation on many fronts. Don't worry, today, we'll walk through all the essential steps to help make this special journey as smooth and meaningful as possible. Before we dive into the details, keep in mind that a successful transition depends on having a clear plan. Being financially prepared, cultivating a strong mindset, staying open to learning, and being ready for the unexpected. Most importantly, don't hesitate to ask for help. And always treat yourself with love and compassion. Now, let's explore each step in more detail. Step into a new chapter. Becoming a stay-at-home mom. So, what's the very first step on this journey? It starts with creating a clear plan for your new role. Have you imagined what daily life at home might look like? Maybe you dream of spontaneously taking your child to the park, or simply enjoying more family dinners together. While reality might differ from your daydreams, having a clear vision and a plan helps you take control and adapt more easily to the change. Take time to reflect and identify at least 3 key reasons why you want to leave your job. This will not only strengthen your commitment but also give you confidence when explaining your decision to others, be it your boss, co-workers, or family members. Maybe your top reason is to care for your children. Or perhaps you're seeking a new direction in life or simply feeling burned out from your current career. Whatever your reasons, make sure they're solid and carefully considered. Especially if you've been in your job for a long time. Leave your job gracefully and professionally. Once you've made a firm decision and built your plan, the next crucial step is how you leave your current job. Aim to leave on a good note. Finish all your responsibilities thoroughly. Give reasonable notice, typically about a month. And maintain positive relationships with your manager and colleagues. This shows professionalism and keeps future opportunities open. You never know when you might need a reference or decide to return to the workforce later. When it's time to say goodbye, don't forget to offer heartfelt thanks to those who've helped and supported you along the way, especially those who've played a key role in your growth. A genuine thank you, highlighting their contributions, leaves a lasting impression. People often remember how you made them feel more than the words you said. Rebalance the family's finances. One of the biggest and most immediate changes when you quit your job is financial. Your family's income will likely drop significantly. So revisiting your household budget is absolutely essential. Check to see if you qualify for any unemployment benefits or other support. Also, start calculating expenses you can now cut back on, such as commuting costs, lunch money, or work attire. You might also save a good amount by meal planning, hunting for supermarket deals, or using discount coupons. Review your monthly spending and look for non-essential expenses you can trim. Food delivery services, rarely used streaming subscriptions, or impulsive purchases like clothes and makeup. The key here is financial discipline. Before buying anything, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Focus on essential needs. You'll be surprised how well you can live without many things you once thought were must-haves. Make time for yourself every day. Okay, finances are under control, but what about your mental well-being? Many people assume staying at home means more free time. But the truth is often the opposite. As a stay-at-home mom, you'll likely be constantly busy with countless invisible tasks and endless requests from your children. It may sound strange, but going to work actually provides pockets of personal time, your commute, lunch break, or a few quiet minutes in the restroom. When you're at home 24/7, those small breaks can be rare. That's why intentionally carving out me time every day is critical for recharging and maintaining your mental health. It could be asking your partner to watch the kids while you go for a walk alone or run errands in peace. Or maybe it's 15 to 30 minutes after the kids are asleep to read a book. Listen to your favorite music. Or meditate. Plan for this valuable time. And find a hobby or interest that brings you joy and relaxation. Learn new skills or maintain your expertise. With a bit of time carved out for yourself, consider doing something to keep your mind sharp and your spirit engaged. Learning new skills or maintaining your professional knowledge can be a great way to stay connected and avoid burnout. If you still enjoy the field you used to work in, why not try a part-time remote job or start a small business? This keeps your expertise current, brings in some side income, and makes your resume shine if you decide to return to full-time work. That career gap will no longer look like a void, it'll be filled with growth and initiative. On the other hand, if you're looking to switch to a completely new field, this could be your golden opportunity to study. Join online courses, connect with people in the industry, or do research via books, articles, and social media. You could even try interning or volunteering for related organizations to gain hands-on experience. Not only will you discover more about yourself, but you'll also add meaningful value to your resume. Be prepared for the unexpected. At first glance, life at home seems peaceful and under your control, but with little kids in the mix, unpredictability becomes the norm. This lifestyle is totally different from the office routine, where everything runs on a schedule. Wake up, go to work, finish tasks, return home. At home, even the most detailed plan can be derailed by a child's sudden illness, a cranky day, or unforeseen events. You'll need to go with the flow, adapt on the fly, and accept that not everything will go according to plan. This can be frustrating at first, but it gets easier with time. Also, be mentally prepared for the repetitive, sometimes monotonous nature of stay-at-home work, laundry, dishes, vacuuming, and caring for your child non-stop, all without set breaks like in the office. Here's a practical tip. Invest in a comfy pair of indoor shoes to support your feet. You'll be on them a lot more than you expect. Build a new support network. When you were working, you had a built-in support system, colleagues, fellow working moms, family members, people who understood your struggles and celebrated your wins. When you transition to staying home, that circle might shift. You'll need to proactively build a new support network, people who understand the stay-at-home mom life. Look for other stay-at-home parents in your neighborhood, or join local and online parenting groups. There will be times you need someone to talk to who truly gets it. Times you need help watching your child for a few hours, and your kids will benefit, too, from having playmates and social interaction. A solid support network can ease feelings of isolation, lighten your mental load, and make this transition feel a lot more joyful and sustainable. Align expectations with your partner. And here's a super important factor that directly affects your family's happiness: alignment of expectations between you and your partner. This is something that requires honest, open communication. Even the most loving partner might not fully grasp how exhausting and mentally draining full-time parenting can be. What expectations does your partner have of you now that you're staying home? Should the house always be spotless? Meals always on time? Kids always well-behaved? Compare these expectations with what you feel capable of doing, and with your own hopes for this transition. Another major shift is your contribution to household finances. Without your income, or with significantly reduced income, you may feel pressured to make up for it by trying to meet every demand perfectly. This psychological and role shift needs to be acknowledged and adjusted by both partners. If your expectations don't align, it's easy for resentment and frustration to build. You don't want to feel overburdened or unappreciated, and your partner doesn't want to feel taken for granted. So sit down together and create a job description for your new role. Include clearly shared responsibilities and realistic expectations you both agree on, and revisit it often as needed. Final thoughts. Dear friends, the journey of becoming a full-time mom comes with its twists, turns, and challenges, but don't be too hard on yourself. Remember, this is a transformation for the whole family. Your children, your spouse, your friends and relatives are all adjusting alongside you. Even if you sometimes feel like it's just you and the kids at home, you are not alone. Reach out when you need help. Connect with people walking a similar path. And most importantly, treat yourself with love and kindness. Step into this journey with confidence, curiosity, and compassion. Learn every day, grow through the process, and embrace the deeply meaningful and sacred experience of motherhood. Wishing you all the best on this new adventure.